We want you to get more people with a house to sell. We're not going to talk about going and generating buyers. We're going to talk about you getting listings. Okay. And we always will. That's what we do in Platinum. And the reason is because that gives you the greatest leverage point to be able to scale up your business. You're able to use the listings to get more listings. You can get 2 sales out of 1 customer, if not more. And the value of it is, I think most of you guys are pretty familiar with it. You will make more money per transaction as well, because you're going to get the lion's share of the fee when you list the house. All that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So if that's true, then it's a pretty simple thing. You just got to put into your marketing word tracks that will attract more people with a house to sell than if you didn't have them. So the first part of your ads is to recognize that if you do not have a new listing, you still got to run the ads. So when you get a listing, obviously you're going to use the listing to try to generate gobs of business. So let's drill down on that just a little bit more. So let's say that Nathan, that you're my marketing person on my team. You're my marketing director. You're my chief marketing officer of my company. Your job is not to sell anything. All right. So we make that really clear the day that Nathan onboards. It's like, your job is not to sell anything. Your job is to generate gobs of customers, period. You just generate prospects, and these are the kind of prospects we want. Now, Nathan now is clear on what his role is. His role is not to sell listings. His role is to generate prospects, i.e. the ideal kind, people with a house to sell. So once he knows that, then it's like, well, how many do we want? How do I know if we're winning or losing on a marketing piece? And I'm like, that's a good question. Based on our previous experiences with marketing, we're going to set targets of what any ad should produce, the cost of it and the kind of customer. So now he's really clear on doing his job, okay, to help the business generate more of its ideal customers. And that's way cool, right? Because this is what I've learned working with real estate agents all these years in the Craig Proctor system, is that when they quote list a house, they run and put it in MLS and they sell it, which is cool and all, and they get a commission check, which is cool, but now they have no business. So they think that marketing is supposed to, quote, sell the listing. I'm going to run ads and I'm going to do marketing and I'm going to do promotion to sell the listing. And when they realize they don't really need any of that to, quote, get it sold, they don't do any of it. And it's like, but you don't run your ads and do marketing and promotion to sell the listing. There's no such thing. People sell homes, not ads. So the purpose of your marketing is to generate your ideal prospect, period. We're just going to use the listing that we get to generate gobs of those. And you know what happens? Somebody in that group, they're probably going to buy that house, but only one person can. So that leaves me with overflow of a lot more prospects that I can turn around, follow up with, and help get what they want. It's a very, very simple concept for you guys to know. But the whole real estate standard, norm and standard of listing a house and putting it in MLS with very little to no marketing to generate prospects of the ideal kind, you will continue to be in need of prospects. So all you really ever need is one listing. When you get the one listing, you're going to use it to generate a bunch more. But let's say you don't have any now. You screwed the pooch on it. You don't have any listings. You sold them all. You got nothing to market and leverage to generate more prospects. You're not off the hook here. You have to conjure one up. You got to conjure up some property information, something to produce an ad. That's why we've got our good ad generator, and we work on this on the marketing clinics. All right. So everybody understands that. Don't mess up again on this. So I call this property ad template. So whether it's a listing or not, we're not advertising an address ever on anything, because we're not trying to sell that thing in our marketing. We're trying to generate an overflow of prospects. So if you want to get less prospects, advertise the address. If you want more prospects, don't advertise the address. Replace it with a headline. And that's what this is, a showstopper headline. And in your headlines, you're going to use the word trade. If I don't use the word trade, I'm going to get less buyers with a house to sell. If I use the word trade, I get more buyers with a house to sell. I should use the word trade. Okay, that's all you need to know. Do you need to know how to take homes in trade? No, you just need to use the word trade. That will get you people with a house to sell. We will teach you how to guarantee the sell of a home, our trade up program, guaranteed sold program. We'll teach you all that stuff. But if you don't use the word trade in your ad headlines along with price, I can assure you less buyers with a house to sell coming your way. So that's marketing mistake number one, when trying to get people with a house to sell, not using a term that makes it easy for the buyer with the house to sell to get rid of it. Everybody got it? So you're going to use the word trade.